no longer consistent with the standard expectation. And there are many reasons why men and women become susceptible to error. One of which is ignorance, which we see in the life of Joshua. But when we study along, you are going to see many things. In the life of Solomon, what was it? His outcome was not God's expectation. Meanwhile, his father David, the Bible says, he served God he served his generation according to the will of God and slept. That means David was a master representation of what God had in mind before he was apprehended. So we saw in the life of David a living epistle, something that was living in heaven that manifested through the yieldedness of a man. And in his life we saw the compatibility between worship and warfare. That there's a relationship between worship and warfare. He was the chief worshiper and he was the master warrior. All of that was unveiled through the epistle of the testament, the story of a man's life. So if you prosecute the will of God for your life accurately, it is going to be a clear story, because your life in the spirit is a story that God is telling from heaven. Are you still with me? All right. So in order for us not to press further, because if we use a sample case, which is a case of Balaam, people came to consult Balaam. It was a consultancy service that was extended to him. When he went to God, God forbade him to make the trip. So he knew God's position. Just like the guy that messed up this place now with a phone call. He knew what the ground rules are. So it is not, when a man walks in error, it's not necessarily because of ignorance. Ignorance can be one of the factors. But outright rebellion can be another factor. Carelessness can be another factor. So there are many factors that can culminate in error. The error becomes visible at the end of a man's pilgrimage, and you realize where the man stopped is not where God intended. So there is a disparity. Are you with me? All right. So I'm just showing you error generally. But when we come into doctrinal errors, which is one of the issues that we need to look at critically in the Nigerian church, I need to show you